your Jonathan Taylor. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
A 3-yard pickup.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Burton here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
A gain of 4. It's now
from the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Bears 0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The stop by Shaquem Griffin.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky flushed out right. He'll run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and
4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards. Also, AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week, and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, there's also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
Jonathan Taylor.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second
down. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And there's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019. So a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap. But that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
And he's got his man Hilton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both was that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now from corner. Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Trubisky will throw. And incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Jimmy Graham.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies a big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Complete to Hilton. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paul Richardson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Colts 21, Bears 7. Rigoberto Sanchez.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. On second down, it's Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
The tackle made by Robert Quinn. It's a gain of a yard.
Throwing is Hurts.
3rd down.
This one into the hands of Burton. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Lock in.
Here's Patterson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
At the 47.
Nice satisfying run up, first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down now, it's Patterson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
He's across.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Patterson on the carry, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Got what he needed in for the first down with a gain of 2.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. On first down, Trubisky. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there. And he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 12 yards there and a first down. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Alert, alert, alert. Press down.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They run with Patterson, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's David Montgomery, 2nd-year man from Iowa State. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Colts 21, Bears 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll keep running here with Montgomery. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He's tackled at the...
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
At the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the car. 18. Whip. Watch the whip. Ran, go. 58. Come on.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. The 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And Yerrrr now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So after after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction. 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
On the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's got it to Hilton. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Back at the 44-yard line.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's the backup, Rivers. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And the Colts 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. He finds Robinson, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Brings up 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Patterson. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 8-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And they work this out past the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion. Here's
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And here's Rodgers on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here from the 38. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 38.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
On the pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That's just me and you. That's just me and you. Check 3, check 3.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Pick your game up. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Bobby Okereke. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once more, they turn to Patterson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 8-yard line.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
It's 4th down.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Chicago, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.